Hello, today I'm going to bringing you an Angel Beats deck profile. A lot of people are asking for it, so I thought I might as well just go ahead and profile mine. And mine's kind of interesting. I've taken a lot of deck profiles, I've looked at a lot of different ones that have topped, and it's kind of interesting. It's community's kind of weird about it, so I thought I'd showcase mine. Mine's more of a Yuri build, so we'll go ahead and show it off. So starting off, we have 3 of the Resolved Conflict Yuri. It's your global 500 for all death characters, and when another character becomes reversed in battle, you can choose another character, gets plus 500. It's kind of an interesting, really good card. You just play 3 of it. It's really good. Next we have 4 of the Battle Meeting Canal. It's a pretty much your stock builder for your early game. It gets plus 1,000 and encore, hand encore when there's 1 or less other characters. It's a really good card to combo with your Resolved Conflict Yuri, because then it's a 4,000 hand encore. It's really good, first turn or other turns, and you can combo this with your other cards if you play it right. Next is 3 Strategic Provocation Yuri. It's a suicider, and it has the added ability that the card facing it can't side attack. It's kind of an interesting effect, kind of more for when the game was first coming out, but it's good late game also, so they can't attack, I guess, for the less damage. It's kind of an interesting card. It's just pretty good. Next is 2 Student Council President Kanade. Another interesting choice people are kind of weird about. I played 2 of it because the deck, your support cards, you want to have the Kanades in hand, your level 1s, and it's kind of difficult sometimes to get them. So this is a really great card to play first turn. It gets it can pay out of your stock, and its effect is you pay 1, discard 1, put it into memory, so it deck thins and deck compresses somewhat, and you search. So kind of an interesting card. You can play it with this card if you play it right, different ways. Play 2 of the promo Bond of Many Lifetimes Otonashi. You pay 1, discard 1 when it's placed on stage, and then you can salvage a card back, and it gets plus 1,000 till end of turn. Pretty, 35 or 4,000 with the Yuri assist. So kind of a cool card. Play the 1 tech card, Yuri Sex Appeal. It's just interesting, and it's not a gag. That's what it says really on the card. So when it attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If the reveal card is a climax, it gets negative 3,000 until end of turn. It's a really, really good card to play when you're going first, or when you're playing. You attack an open position, direct attack, and then it's a 35 or 4,000 with the assist on your opponent's turn. It's kind of a hard card to deal with, and I mean it's Yuri. Come on. Another card we play is the 1 Memories of the Beat Otonashi, which bonds with getting into the level 1s. The Messenger of God Angel. It's just another way to get consistency with the deck, and then pay out your stock also, and it's just kind of cool. Well, look at that. Wow, Messenger of God Angel. We play 4 of it. It's a big wall, and it's obvious. It's my favorite card in the deck. I think it's one of the reasons why Angel Beats is really great, because you pay 1 and you play it, and then you reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a death character, this card goes into waiting from during your encore step, but it doesn't really matter anyways because of this card. But in the right circumstances, you'll have with the Yuri assist and this card, it'll be you'll have, if you have 3 of them, it'll be, I guess, a big wall of 8,000 attackers with all encore, which is, I think, really great. So, moving on. Play 2 of the, I think, the best card in the entire Angel Beat set. 2 Kanade Sending Everyone Off. It's a 1/0. You can tap it to give one other of your death characters plus 1,000 until end of turn. So it's a cool boost card, and it gives all of your characters hand encore, which is broken. Unbelievably broken. For consistency and for your brainstorms for the deck, you play 2 of Yuri's Fearless Gaze. You pay 1, and it's a waiting room salvage for each climax, and you discard 1. So you can unclog your hand, add back your cards, or get rid of climaxes out of your stock. Play 1 of United Battlefront Kanade and Yuri. When it's placed on stage, you place a card from your hand into your clock and salvage a character. Kind of a minus card, an interesting card, but nevertheless, we just play it for more consistency. Then we play the 2 backups, 1 Yuri's Powerful Draw and 1 Battlefront Enemy's Angel. The Angel one is an interesting one because some people, they say, why don't you just play one of this and none of this, or play the event one that gives plus 35 instead of the yellow one. But with the level 0 Canal Student Council President, this one, I figured sometimes when you have your Messenger of God or you have your assist, the Canal sending everyone off, it's good sometimes to search the backup, and it also has a soul when it triggers. It's an interesting tech card. It's just pay 1, 2,000 backup. I like it. And then the Yuri's Powerful Draw, when you use this backup, it gets 15, and then it gets X power equal to your level. So if you were level 3, it would be a 3,000 backup, it's really cool, and it's a really nice card. For events, I play 2 Operation Tornado. It's a Brainstorm. Reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck and put them into your waiting room. Choose one level X or lower death character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. X is equal to the number of death characters revealed among those cards. So this card is always good to draw. You never want to get rid of it because it can add back your level 3s. It brainstorms, it decompresses. It's just really, really good. I don't play 3 because we're playing 4 of the Messenger of God Angel, and we're playing the Yuri Sex Appeal. So sometimes, the card's really good, but you don't want to trigger it off of those because then it's just kind of bad because you lose a card for Messenger of Angel God. So moving into the level 2s, play 2 of the free fresh, highly skillful, just outskilled, outplayed Sheena. It's a 2,500 backup, and when you use its backup, you can pay 2 and then deck refresh, and you don't take the damage. So it's a really good card on your opponent's turn. One of the skillful cards of the set. A really cool card. Really like it. Next we play the 1 Worrying Canal Assist. It gets all your characters 500 for their level in front of them. And when it's placed on stage, you give another character plus 1,000. You don't really use it too much, but it's kind of a cool card when situations ask for it. Finish off the level 2s, play 2 of the Separate Ways Yuri. It's a change into the level 3, and you pay 1, discard a card, and then put this card into memory. So it's a cool change. You can put, deck compress when you put it into memory, and it's not too bad. Not great, not terrible. It's just okay, I guess. And it changes into one of the cool cards that it gets slaughtered by Canal, but it's Angel Beats. What can you ask for? The Yuri's Independent Actions. When the card is placed on stage by hand over a change effect, you can heal 1, and then it has a climax combo with the After the Battle card. When it attacks, you can pay 1, and then choose a death character in your waiting room, add it back to hand, and it gets plus 3,000 until end of your opponent's turn. So it's a big wall. It's a cool card when you're at level 2, and you can heal 1, and just have a big wall. And it can pay out climaxes. And, cards that they pay 1 when they attack are always really good. Next, we play 4 Yuri Nakamura, because Yuri is a waifu? I don't know. No. But this card's really good, and we're playing Yuri, so this card's interesting. When it's placed on stage, you can draw 2, discard 1, which I think is really good. So you can search out for the climax card it combos with, the Heart of the World. When it attacks, if you have Heart of the World, you can deal 1 damage, and then it gets plus 1,500 until end of turn. So it's kind of like the other Yuri you play, but it's not as strong. It becomes 11 when it attacks until end of your opponent's turn. So it's kind of a cool card. You can deck thin, search for your climaxes, discard climaxes. It's always been really good when I played it, because if I had too many climaxes in hand, you can draw 2, deck thin, put them into waiting room. It's a cool card. The last character we play is the Bang Bang Boom 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 whatever. The Yuri Defying an Unreasonable Fate. It's an interesting card to choose, but we're playing Yuri, So the character facing this gets -1 soul, so it's really good late game, so they can't get the damage in sometimes. But it's the main reason why you play it is for its effect. You can pay for when this card attacks, pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 4 of your other characters, put them into waiting room, and deal X damage to your opponent. X is equal to the number of characters. So if you have more stock, usually if you don't have the stock, you won't be playing this for its effect. You'll be playing it for the -1 soul, which is good sometimes if you don't draw into your other Yuris, or something happens. So sometimes if you're losing the game and you have tons of stock and you're not drawing what you need, and you have just your let's say other characters, you can attack till you have 4, or if you already had 4, then you do that, and then when you attack with this, use its effect, get rid of the other characters, which leaves open spots for your opponent. So if you have a refresh deck that has a lot of climaxes, it gives open spots for more damage, so you can reveal more cards to reveal climaxes. So it's an interesting card, burns them, and it's kind of the finisher of the set. Moving on to the last cards, we play 4 of the After the Battle and 4 of the Heart of the World. Lots of salvaging in the deck. It's kind of what Angel Beats was based around, but it's just that. It loses to Canal really, really hard, but other than that, it's a cool, interesting deck. It works well. It's fun. It's Angel Beats. I mean, you're going to cry when you're playing it, but, it's Angel Beats. What can you say? Thanks for watching, guys. Clockface here, and Yuri's best, I guess.